your training, I hope.
Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle. Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your such power.
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skofnungar, a friend. This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years? Sounds like you and Master have quite the history.
Of course. Might as well. Take it. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, over time, my heart hardened. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive.
That does sound like something he...
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish when it came to the human. But somewhere along the way, after his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out.
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return.
All I can do is try.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple?
Nor I, but Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe and bring her to Tibet. You know as well as I, Vedifenir.
Well...
All Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her.
Sounds...
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But...
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I've said before, walk whatever path you want.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sotology. And it's weakened...
Your heart? That sounds like torture!
Because, of course,
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained, but that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't—
You're right. I should have known better, but... I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a...
After the beating we just get—
Sotology's disciple. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach. We're like mountain climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands—
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have— First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel it was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions out. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled...
Exactly. I think one where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. After which, all can come to an end, including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose.
Perhaps you're right. What a battle that would be.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. I won't be able to hold on to my scent. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse.
I can, but not through death. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power the impurities will dissipate. And under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process.
I accept. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day, if we are climbers in the dark. At least.
I will reach the top of this mountain. And you, Skofnunger.
That's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh. At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't over... Wow, you sound even more Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds me.
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has been returned.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky, if a few disappear.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars, hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason, even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only...
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But ever since we met, she has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter if it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then we've met so many amazing friends. And
I suppose when it comes to you. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used. I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, one without war, pain, or forced parting. For this,